Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. 50, plant. Three down. Mike, yep. Right there, Will, 55. 80 weapons.
On first down, Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check Mike. Slip. Leo. 5. Ready.
2nd and 6. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Brown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Protein spill. Rock it. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to throw here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. Set. Secure. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hard. Joker.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let him know.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 3.
Look at me. Door.
Check 24.
Hey, exit. Yo, go.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 10 Lobo. You're out. Hey, Delta.
Safe.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bravo.
Check 6 guys.
2.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
65. Undercrunch.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Set. Look, look. Squeeze. 10-2 soft. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Gold is able to put it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit. 5.
Brown now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set. 60 outlaw.
52, come on. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Where's your head?
On 3rd down, Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, Echo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cobb.
The pass on 2nd down. Complete to Randall Cobb.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
57. Mike, 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, high 7. 22 jump bomber. 27.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you. Show me that. Show me that.
Hey, Alpha. Spin.
Here's Brown. Going to throw again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Watch the slant. 52's the Mike, boys. 52. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Wahoo. Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Tighten up. Pull together. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the shift. Hey,
Lock it. Hey, fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 5. Here go.
Brown to throw on second down. Incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Leo. Hurry.
switch.
Rock it. Hit it.
Now Brown operating from the gun. Jones has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
61. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 3. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Alert 3. Watch the twist.
Back to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready up.
57, Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now.
You got 3 down. Kill.
Now.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Look at me. Door. Bravo.
SOS.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first, as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Darrell Henderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Greystone, travel.
2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second and 4. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Here we go. 8-3. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Conrad. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Echo.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conrad. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on
They
the play.
want it, fellas.
And it's
They
third
don't
down.
want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
From the gun, Brown. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's get the ball.
6-6. Pull it high.
25. Check 25.
Slam, slam. Kill.
Look. Squeeze.
Turn it up.
Again, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Stop your whining. Check 30.
Topper.
Watch out. Check 26.
Be careful.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go, 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, weak.
Any day.
Go.
Alert 3.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Exit.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Hey, Wahoo.
He's crossing. He's checking.
Protein spill. Gone.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Set. 10 Tucson.
50 seconds to Mike.
Buzz.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Down.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Gold is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Let's go, let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Conrad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, dude.
Operating from the gun. Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return comes Cobb. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
57.
Come on, boy. On the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Humphries on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Get ready.
Now a give, right side. Conrad. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to throw. Brown. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Come on, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Conrad, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Bam, bam.
Watch the pass.
Hey, Haywood. Spike.
Brown now, looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Brown. From the gun, he'll throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Steelers 20, Browns 13. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go. Alert flare, flare.
Hey.
22 by 22.
Leo. Be Griffin.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. Caught by Cobb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, Echo.
Safety's creeping.
Ready?
Back to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
15 line. Hey, high 7. Now.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They'll set up a throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head